All right, welcome everybody. Um, let's see. Oh, I thought I heard myself feedback. Anyways, before I get started, I did want to mention, as you can see on the oops, right here, the chat right here. So last night I was watching Anthony Wright's Code, and we rated Freckled Science. So this gal, it's really well. She was pinning butterflies when we got in there, but she does a lot of really cool sciencey videos, and she streams in women in STEM, that category. And yeah, and that's actually why I posted the second link. That's actually ACMW, so the women's chapter of ACM, or the Association for Computing Machinery. And I served as treasurer for the ACM, my senior CSU chapter, and we had our sister chapter, quite literally, the ACMW there at CSU as well. So we were big advocates of them. I didn't actually go to the meetings because I kind of felt like that was more of like a taboo thing, like. But anyways, still supported them heavily, and it's really uneven women in STEM, like in general, especially computer science. So you know, check out the links if you know anybody that's kind of worried about branching out into the sciences. Although I think it's been getting better, but I mean, at least when I was in college, she's almost a decade ago. Um, yeah, that wasn't the case. So, anyways, that's why I posted that, and also to why I'm doing a playground stream part four, is because I was looking at my playground, and the more I looked at it, the more I didn't like it. The more I knew there could be improvements, fixes, stuff like that. So first thing I did is added an intro, and then I actually moved those YouTube links down to the bottom here because it felt a little, I don't know, fish oil salesman or snake oil, whatever it is. Yeah, snake oil salesman of me. So, I mean, I do want it available. So, I mean, of course, here's some description and actual like, explaining what computers programming, computer science is. Excuse me. Sorry, but these videos are still really useful for anyone who wants to make their own playground. And, I highly encourage that if you feel like there's some algorithms, or if you can explain basic Python concepts better, then definitely go for it. I mean, this is a really awesome tool, and I think we need to take advantage of it. And it's free too. I mean, I don't usually do anything unless it's free. So, like, I used to do Code Academy until they started, throwing up that paywall. Like, they give you a few lessons, which was great, but you know, it's also why I bring up Free Code Camp. So, another great resource. I was actually fiddling around with the Python for data science section. So I'm about, where does it say? Oh, I think I'd have to actually answer a question. Let's see real quick. What would the following code print? D items. You gotta print Quincy 1, Bow 5, verse 9? Oh, for K and I. Yeah, I go. There we go. Okay, so I got it right. But anyway, so I'm about 45% of the way there. I mean, this is what it looks like to do free code camp. So again, another free tool to learn. But as far as my coding game, there's still a couple more things I want to do. I wrote down link the clashes, because if you've watched any of the clashing videos that we've done, the code clashes, let's go ahead and, I don't really need the live streams. Let's see. Go to compete. So on CodinGame, go activities, compete. Then the clashes. Ooh, I'm slipping in my ranking. I did a couple. Oh, hey, what's up, time traveler? Welcome to the stream. So I was about to say I did a couple clashes last night, but I didn't do so hot. So I think I'll do that. Actually, I might just skip to clashing, because as far as everything else for beginning, I think it's okay. I mean, it's not the best. It could be better, but for people learning, starting out, I think it's okay for now. I'm also kind of putting Java and C++ on hold until I finally figure out how to actually make the running happen. So if you went to this stuff, which I still haven't even fixed this bug, but oh well. I mean, it works. People can play with it. So, but those clashes actually should be, depending on whether I should put it down here. at the end. Yeah, it should be on here. So let me go ahead and edit that before I get too far. So let me pull up the clashing list. Oh no, not that. Oh, I got 29 videos. Okay. Okay, I believe that's the link. Let me try it and... Oops. Yes. Okay. So, and these are some... I don't know. My stream's definitely changed throughout these videos, but that is the correct link, so I'll go ahead and put it there. Um, um, Live Python examples. To see me demonstrate through CodinGame clashes, or clash of codes. Clashes of code? Yeah, clashes of code. Sorry. Let's see. Pull up here. Check out my, what do I call it? Twitch CodinGame clashing playlist on YouTube at... I know I keep saying YouTube a lot. Let's see. Oh, well, wait. How does that look? Oh, shoot, did I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it like that. See what it looks like. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Bob? Oh yeah, flip table. I think it's I think you gotta capitalize flip table. T. Maybe? Or wait. Was it table flip? There we go. I think it's table flip. I don't know. I'm still fixing those, working them out, but how's it going? Yeah, right? Oh, I've been wanting to do some more Tiny Tinas. Like, I might actually. I just had a few things that I really wanted to fix up on this thing, but I think we're good. Clashes, but what about you? Did you get the game yet, or well? Let's see. Trying to figure out. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's still pretty much it's pretty similar to Borderlands 3. Like a lot of the same stuff, but yeah. I was playing some offline with my Necromancer character and it's getting insane. So, but yeah, I might stream some more of that tonight. Probably here a little later though, because I want to do. Yeah, let's see, I'm only about 15 minutes in. I'm gonna do some clashing. I think this is pretty close to being done. I'm trying not to sound like too much of a salesman, just more of like, hey, well, yeah. See, so we'll just ignore all that. So we don't need to say that, but just, hmm. Yeah, no, I do still want to put the. List there. And then do I even need? Probably not. Yeah, that's good. So, alright, go ahead and publish that. And then see how it looks. It still blows my mind that all we gotta do to views. That's why I knew I needed to clean it up a little bit, make it a little better. Nice. Well, I mean, yeah, definitely. Um, so wait, when you got your exams coming up, what are you doing exams in? But I mean, school comes first, of course. Let's see. So let's see how it looks. I mean, I just got done with the boot camp myself, and I'm already like, still in the school mindset. Yeah, that's good. Live Python examples. Yeah, I should put another header right here. I'm thinking because I want to keep that separate. Be like, yes. In fact, I think I got it. Let's see. Solidify your understanding by creating your own playground. Whoa, German, math, and French. Nice. That's quite a bit. I've only I did 4 years of Spanish, but yeah, I don't know. I wish we had German. They didn't have German or French. Actually, they used to have French. I think like 4 years before I hit high school, and then when I was in high school, they only had Spanish. So, which was great. I mean, I actually went to Costa Rica for a school trip, which was awesome. Learned a little bit of German from my dad, but it's just. I mean, I think we do have some German heritage, but Spanish is just I don't know. It's, let's see. Well, let's see. That might be a little redundant. if you're just talking to your rubber duck, I'll capitalize that. Confuse people if they aren't familiar with what that concept is. Let's see. Don't want to make it like an absolute. Even if you're just talking to your rubber, maybe that's not. Or yeah, let's leave that in, and then I'll make a note. Well, maybe we can add rubber duck to. Should do that to the debugging section. Well, actually, no. Go ahead and do that. We'll talk about rubber duck. Bodes well for your understanding. There we go. And then I wonder if I should add a little more. So live Python examples. I got it. Sometimes it's easier to concepts. I already say live, I already say in action. Let's see, sometimes it's easier to see the concepts done in real time. Python in action. There we go. And I'm gonna make that bold as well. Let's see how that looks. That way they can't really miss the links, but it still has a description. Yeah, with that. It doesn't quite fit with how we've already done things. So we've got the YouTube links all separated out. Well, one thing I do know, go to debugging. Oh no. Looks like, got a ways to go on debugging. Alright, let's actually fix that up. So got syntax errors. That's going to be a header. Oops. Actually need headers all around. Trying to think a little bit through on this because I don't know enough to say for sure like these are the two categories. I mean, as far as my experience, it's been two categories. It's either syntax or logic. So it's either something you misspelled or you're forgetting something or you're using a keyword or something. And then there's logic errors where you're not actually doing the algorithm correctly. So Uh-oh. That's not good. I just got a phone a couple years ago. Lost my old one, which really sucked. But okay, so let's see. I just say generalization. There are a couple referring to making it scalable. Like there's at least two, could be more, but there are a couple ways to categorize bugs. Alright, let's see. The more obvious bugs are known as syntax errors. These happen whenever you misspell something or leave something out. Let's see. So yeah, not a fan of that. So let's see. Means let's see. There we go. Alright. I know I probably could say more. Also, these need to be against the wall. Space. Now I need to add some examples of them. So let's go back to, well, really anything. Let's get that. Okay. I thought I did. Or you know what? That might have been Java. I might have already done this in the Java one, but I haven't published that yet because I haven't been able to get the Dockers to run on that. So, yeah, I think that's why. So if I went back here and go to my playgrounds. Oh no. Don't crash the stream. Let's see. I mean, aside from having an error, I think I did. Yeah. So I actually already started filling out the debugging. So it's in Java. Okay, good to know. Alright, so that means I'm going to need a new file. Debug. Oops. Debug. Try to fix the code. We can just leave it simple. There we go. Now debug.py, it's going to have an issue. We're going to go, that's Java. There we go. So we need to add debug.py and should we do several examples? Let's see. Let's see, how many different ways can we write bugs with? Well, I guess we've... Yeah. This is at the end of the material, so I think everything's fair game, so... Test, func, and print. Test successful. Oh, test worked. Lazy with the spell checker. Alright, so we left out the colon. Print. Yeah, print. Or test func. Yeah, first test func with print and yeah, we'll just leave that normal, but let's see. Add an extra parenthesis, those are always fun. Teach them how to count, or at least show them that. Yeah, it's probably good for syntax, and then if I think of any more I can add to it, and then let's make another file. Debug. Oh. Yeah, I'll do that. Logic. No, 2. Just debug 2. Okay, so list. Position. Well, let's put it at position 10. You know, make it extremely ridiculous. Or print my list -10. That's also pretty bad. So we'll try to go to the 10th index, which will be way out here, so it'll be out of the array or the list. Index out of bounds error. That's anyways. And then this is going the other way, so it'll be -10. Okay. As far as logic, for num in range, let's do 100. Sum 0. And then we go. Print the sum. Then you're doing multiplication instead. There's also file input output errors, I'm thinking, but for now, let's go ahead and put this down here. Oh, whoa, what happened? Two, okay. And then, oh wow. Did I save the file? Yeah. Debug 2. Let's try refreshing it. It should have that file shown in the Docker. Is there something wrong? Oh, is that... Did that affect it? Wow, one single space, so that's good to know. Okay, so that's troubling, because in example algorithms, I thought I copied that from here. Oh, maybe I double clicked here and spaced somehow, put a space in it, but pretty sure that's where I copied it from. Anyways, as long as that's okay, like I didn't break any of this. This is still showing up as a testable bit of code. And then now we've got some debugging examples. Let's see. The first few lines show an index out of bounds error. Or is that what it's called? It's like index out of... Huh. Let me look that up real quick, just to make sure, because... Let's see. Out of range exception. There we go. So... I mean, it makes sense if you said out of bounds, but out of range. You know, I want whatever they would see when Python has an issue, so... I suppose I could just test that. Let's go to one of the... Well, yeah, we'll see what it says. Hold on. And then if it's wrong, I'll come back and change it, but... This is pretty common in coding, as most indices... Indices? This is pretty common in coding, as indexes... The index, there you go, usually starts at 0. Because not always, but usually. So let's go and do that. Let's go ahead and crash the code by trying to get an index out of range. Yeah, that should be the first one. Oh, no. Oh, wow. I actually didn't even... I don't think I intended that. We get it. Okay. Let's see. I write bugs all the time. Oops. We'll go into debug 2, the logical one, and then, oh, okay. Oh, I missed it on both of them. Jeez. Okay, did I do the function correctly? I mean, we should have a print my son. And then you'll see a ridiculously high number. Okay. Or actually, I don't know if that'll be times equals 5. Ooh, wait, no. Let's do 10, actually. Well, we'll see what it looks like, but I think that's going to be pretty intense. Oh, this is the wrong one. Stop. That's okay. Yes, list index out of range. Then, when we comment those out, oh, actually, I'm gonna leave that in because that's a perfect, it's a perfect example of when you multiply by 0, you get 0. So that's a logic error. Like, let's see. I'm just gonna let's see. Not only when you run the code, but sometimes they're, well, no, let's see, because I already say they're harder to detect, so we don't need to repeat ourselves like that. Come on. Why do you gotta do that? Be all weird. There. No. There. Delete. Then actually, yeah, there we go. If you find yourself, well, no. Trying to be lazy and not give an example of when a PEMDAS thing will be an issue. Let's see. Just leave it like that. And then well, then, oops. Good back there. append, add, subtract. Parentheses, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. We'll do. There we go. Let's actually run a spell check real quick. Alright. I mean, grammar is horrible all the time, but spelling? Oh, looks like we got everything spelled alright. Okay. So, I kind of get on a soapbox here. That's why I wasn't sure if I liked this. I mean, it is true you need to try to follow the same standards as the rest of the world, but I think more... yeah, it's kind of a little too wordy for... And we'll leave personal opinion out of it. It's a little... yeah. Actually, we shouldn't even just say, well... Don't need to say that. I feel like listing reasons. So. Nope, we're getting rid of all of it. Let's see. If you think that your bug is due to math not being done in the correct order, you can separate out your equation with parentheses. There you go. Solutions, not rambling. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So now I just need to figure out, maybe show an example. Or, well, I could just leave that for now. Let's go ahead and publish even this, because now we have the Clash link, we've got some debugging, yeah. And more people are watching this. I made the announcements on the LinkedIn, and I'm about to do the Facebook announcement as well, but I just get so excited. And honestly, I I published it a little early because I was just testing it to see, and I was like, oh hey, come check it out, and then didn't realize that it was not really quite finished. So, and it's never going to be finished, because I mean, I keep adding stuff to it, and then I'm thinking that I'll just keep sneaking stuff in to make it not just beginner concepts, but just, you know, before you know it, it says beginner, but next thing you know, you're doing, you know, level 2, level 3 concepts. Or even just, you know, file I/O, the stuff that isn't usually seen on CodinGame, just other topics, or Code Wars for that matter too. Like, but file I/O is not something you can really test. I don't know. Wouldn't be fun for clashes. So let's go and take a look. Activities learned with live Python. Okay, we've got plenty of errors there. I almost wonder if I should leave a label. Just be like, what is wrong here? Their labels are the error messages. Unterminated string literal. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. An unmatched parenthesis. Expected colon. Yeah, I think this, yeah. It's a name error. That's good. Oops. Let's not break it further. Let's see. Yeah, and then the test func. The only one I can think of that might be annoying. Can we reset it? Oh, whoops. I already did. Sorry. So if we just ignore that, or no, the parenthesis one, what did that sound like? Do I need to add like a little, no, unmatched parentheses, and it even shows you which direction. Let's see if it, well, we can drastically unmatch it. Oh, oops, no, it's interesting. It goes back and finds that one next. Was never closed. Oh, okay. Alright, you know what? I'm putting that in the thing, because that's a new message. So, let's see. Debug one. Edit. But we'll actually print test func, and then yes. Okay. Should say something to the tune of Python messages are a lot more. Oh, wait. I need to update it again. Let's go back to intro, publish. Okay. I hope they don't get mad at me for publishing so many times. As far as I know, it's not a thing, but we'll see. So, going to debugging. Yes. So now they'll see every message. Or maybe not every message, I shouldn't say, but a lot of the messages. I'm trying to think. Um, I know that Python sometimes gets upset when you try to print ints. You have to change it or cast it to a string. So there could be. Let me try to. Well, first off, just go ahead and do that. See if we can recreate it, then we can add that to our debug file. So, you know, my int equals 5. Print. Well, I know I can definitely screw it up this way. My int is, or I feel a lot better about that because then you're adding. Whereas if you did, sometimes this is okay. You don't need to cast it. Or if you had like my and so that automatically formats it with a comma and space in between, which is one of the harder things to do in other languages when you're first starting out. I've had a lot of painful bugs that way. Let's see. So yes, here you go. not into string. So, and that already makes me think I've seen other ones where it has issues with floats and doubles, um, trying to do math or calculations with a float when you need a double or an int, and or doing it with int when you need a float, stuff like that. But let's see. Oh, whoops. Okay. Anyways, sorry. So that's good. Let's go ahead and take that one out and see if the other ones do that as well. Nope, see? It doesn't have a problem. It doesn't add a comma, it adds a space. So, interestingly enough, let's see. However, these seem to be okay. No need for casting to string. There we go. So let's go ahead and plop. Oh no. This. That. Why? Why? There we go. Let's put that in the file. Yes, this is our first one. Because that is something that bothers me on a lot of code clashes. It's like, I get a little cast happy. I keep casting everything to a string. Oops, we need that. Cool. So we'll do that. Oh, and then I got to, yep, so it build again, updates. Oh, now I'm wondering. I mean, I still want to do a lot more to fix it, but like, example algorithms is okay. Data structures, let's see what that's looking like. Okay, so some list stuff, sorting. Yeah, I need to add lists of lists, binary search trees, graphs. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and do it then. Let's add lists of lists. Alright, so. Two-dimensional. Oh, let's see. 2D. Oh, whoops. I don't think of how to say it. I mean, they come in handy, or 2D arrays are commonly used. There we go. In coding. In Python, this can be thought of as a list of lists. Ugh. Actually, I'm going to take these out for now because, I mean, I do want to add them, but I don't want. I wanted to just imply that it's incomplete, not actually look incomplete at this point, because I am going to write that down as notes. We've got, actually, I already have it here. I've got binary search trees and graphs for Python. So, a list of lists. We need a code snippet to generate okay, and this is dictionary. Whoops. Alright, that's horrible. I shouldn't be. Gotta fix all this. Okay. This. And setting different values in the list of lists. Okay. There we go. Save that, and we're gonna need to, because I thought I already did. Apparently I didn't, so list of lists, .py. Okay, so alright, and then let's see, width equals W, or 10, height equals 10, width, wait, the outer is, well, we'll see soon enough. So I almost always get this confused for n in range height. Okay. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Oops, data structures, doing the build. Alright. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Sorry, I thought I left this in later, but okay. So list of lists. Let's go ahead and see how this is. Let's maybe try 5. So, let's see. Item in. Wait, oops. That's right. I was wondering about that. I was gonna say, I think just print adds a line. Oh, I. That's what it is. Oops. Okay. Uh, let's see. This might be a little lengthy, but x equals 5, y equals. Actually, no. Let's do. Start off doing setting off at 0 at origin, so then they can see that. Ooh, is it x comma y? I almost want to say it's y comma x. Oops. Oh man. We need y x. Okay. There. Plus 1. I'm actually doing a puzzle right now that's dealing a lot with that, with x coordinates. Okay. So y is up and down, and that's first. So that's like the outer, and then the inner, which is the row. So if we did plus 2, we should get 2. Right? Because it's 0 no matter which one we do here. We could do plus 4, it would still be out of range, actually, maybe. No. Because that index, it starts at 0 at indice 4, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we actually did 5, we should see an error, right? It broke. So, yeah, list index out of range. Okay, so plus n plus n2. N equals 0, n2 equals 0. Just trying to think, like, saying something to the tune of try adjusting n and n underscore 2 to see different variable or different values print out. That way they know to toggle right here. And that also sets them up for success later when they need to just slightly adjust like an iterable, like an I or something. So, yeah, just do a try adjusting coordinates by adjusting n and n2. This is also useful when needing to adjust the index of iterables. In worst case, they'll be like, what's that mean? They'll look it up. Best case, or no, that's best case. Worst case, they'll be like, what is that? And then just get all upset. So, there we go. And we toggle this, 3. almost thinking about making two separate sections for that. 'Cause then the first one just do like X and Y, and then you're changing that. And then let's take this out. Oh, come on. And then okay. Copy that. Let's actually do that. Oops. Take these back out. There we go. Take some of this unnecessary space out, and then now this is different. Because if we wanted a height of 7, yeah, see. Whereas if we wanted a width of 7 and a height of 5 again, there you go. See, it's wider. So, alright, well, I like this. Let's go ahead and put this, lists of lists. There we go. Okay. Alright, it'll update. Publish. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I forgot. Okay. Let's take that back out. There we go. Okay. Should change here. What I should probably do is just go through, make sure it all looks at least acceptable. I mean, it could still always be better, but I mean, yeah, that, I liked that, and then, well, I got a little more description here, but why do I have it all? It's interesting. I mean, I don't know why I have it all short like that. I mean, that's usually how, that didn't even matter here.